Please welcome our student speaker, Casey O'Brien. Casey?
My name is Casey O'Brien, and I am a walk-on placeholder at the University of Minnesota. I am also a 4-time cancer survivor. I definitely have seen how my story has gone from kind of a local story to a big-time national story.
Nobody knew who he was before that luncheon. And within 15 minutes, everybody knew who he was. They all wanted to talk to him. He had speaking engagements lined up for weeks.
6 years ago, I was a freshman quarterback at Cretin-Durham Hall High School. I was 13 years old. I was diagnosed with osteosarcoma, an extremely rare form of bone cancer.
On a daily basis, he shows up and grinds no matter what the circumstance is. People have put odds and labels on him his entire life of what the percentages of survival is, and he's never once listened to it, and he's continued to beat those odds 4 times. In his life, Casey's going to do incredible things. I would not be surprised if he's a CEO and he hires me one day.
The circumstances that I was placed in were not going to dictate my life or my behavior. I wanted to play football again, and I was not going to take no for an answer.
The handoff is Ibrahim, and he's in for a touchdown. Touchdown, Minnesota Golden Gophers. On to hold for this extra point, ladies and gentlemen. Casey O'Brien making his college football debut. O'Brien has the hold down. The extra point kick is up, and Casey O'Brien is being patted on the helmet.
Oh man, I thought that I was going to come out of there with a concussion. So many guys were hitting me on the helmet and jumping into me and everything like that. But it just kind of shows you what kind of a team we have. I'm a backup holder, and the entire bench was on the field.
The whole team is out congratulating Casey O'Brien.
Me and Casey have talked about it. It's just so awesome for him to get those opportunities, and for kids across the nation, across the world to see his story and know that you're not alone.
We call him our living angel. I mean, you beat cancer 4 times, you are a rock star. Just because of his resolve, his fight, his heart, his unconquerable will. All the things that make this football team really special. People always ask, how do you do it? You can't describe it. Why are you where you are? You can't describe it. This team is a true team. They're very connected. That's Casey O'Brien's spirit leading this football team.
That was unbelievable.
Cool feeling, right?
Cool feeling.
Cool feeling, right?
Man. Oh.
The great traditions in all of college football right there. That is special. It touches every fiber in your body, every centimeter in your heart.
I think the Iowa wave is fantastic. When you're in the hospital, you kind of feel like you're alone. And to see that many people waving at you and letting you know that you're cared about and you're loved is about all that you could ask for as a patient. You just want to be surrounded by people who care about you. And I know that whole stadium cares about those kids in the hospital. I remember I had family members send it to me after the first game that they did it at, and they said, hopefully you'll be able to be in the stadium to see this happen sometime. Little did I know that I'll have a chance to be involved with it as a player. It's something that I've been following for a long time, and I've never seen it in person, so looking forward to that moment this Saturday.
There's a lot of kids that he has an opportunity to help inspire, and I think that he's definitely going to be able to do that and help a lot of people. It's a lot bigger than football. That's what's so cool about it. It's so much bigger than just one football game. We have a brother on our team that has been in that same situation, and to just kind of represent him will be huge.
I know that I'll think about the 300 or more nights that I've spent laying in those hospital beds just like those kids, and I'll think about all the kids who don't have the same chance as I do to still be here. I know it's going to be an emotional moment, and I know that it's going to mean a lot to me, and I'm going to be looking at every single one of those kids' faces and letting them know that someday they'll be just like me.
I know it's a big rivalry, but there's more important things than that. It's called life. I guarantee every single patient in that hospital over at Iowa could care less about the pig at that particular moment. They're gonna look down and they're gonna be inspired by two football teams waving at them. And at the forefront of our football team will be Casey O'Brien.